That's kind of a nice little segue in another one we usually do called name dropping. Normally, I have a little bit wider things of kind of just the interconnectivity of the podcast. So for you, I've got two names written down. Kind of tell us who they are, how you know them, and if there's any good stories about them or what they do. First one is, who is Glacia Kronk?
Glacia Kronk is a fellow author. She's kind of got a book series, not kind of, it's a legit thing. She has a legit book series, The Clockmaker. I started reading hers, and then I was in the middle of getting The Shatton out, so that's still on my need to read list. It was good. It sucked me in, so that's definitely not why I put it down. You need to check her out for sure.
Yeah, she has a crazy story about not too many authors, I think, start becoming an author because you got thrown off of a horse.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And she's not much of a reader herself. Like that's what I find inspiring, to be able to put a book out that she did, the caliber of the book that she put out, and not be a reader. It's just mind blowing.
Yes, I'm also not a huge reader, even though like I'm very interested in the book things. But in the little bit of the time that I talked to her on the podcast, kind of just some people you talk to and you're like, oh, this fucking idiot. Some people you talk to, you're like, I am not smart enough to be in this conversation. She was one of those people where like she would kind of talk about some things and the way that just her cadence was and just the vernacular, you're like, oh, I need a dictionary to be in the rest of this conversation.
You will not need that with me, you guys. We're all following just fine. No, she's awesome. Yeah,
she is awesome. And the second name on the list is, who is G. Edward Smith?
He is another fellow author. He's into the creepy stories like myself, but he also has some other stories that I don't know if I would really classify as horror, but like they will mess up your head for sure. The last book I beta read for him, which it's all on the hush hush, so I can't give you much description on that. But I don't know, the very end of the book, when I got to the last page, I was like, no. But in a good way. In a very, very good way.
Absolutely.
He's a master of words.
And Colin's Conversations, people are going to start seeing a lot more of his stuff coming soon. But I think the book you're talking about is coming out in the next month or two, though.
I'm not
sure. The name of it. I'm privy enough. I'm in the know enough that I should know it, but I don't have the email open.
In case it's not, because the last that me and him talked about it, that one he's actually going to submit off for a few other special surprises. So I don't know if that one is going to be released soon, or if he's just going to sit on it for a couple years.
Gotcha. And then this isn't a person, but what can you tell us about, I always read this wrong. You mentioned it earlier, Bedlamite Publishing. Did I say that right?
You did, yes. That was the same thing that I said. I was like, am I pronouncing it right? Bedlamite?
Like, I think I could say it once. There's no way I'm saying that 3 times in a row the right way.
No. That is an awesome project that another fellow author started, Sean Vick. He is just phenomenal. He wrote the book The State, and it is inspiring. Like, when I read it, I started second guessing my own work. I was like, I don't know if I'm good enough to make these words sound good. No, but he's so supportive, and what he's got going on is amazing. It's ran by authors to help authors, to give you the appearance that you are under a signed publisher. There's a lot of readers that won't pick up a self-published book because you don't have a publishing agency backing you up. That's heartbreaking, but there are people out there that's like that. So there's a group of us that kind of edit and make sure that your work is the best that it can be for